Dear me. Walked the dog around the stadium and 2 parks, bit of an epic one. Cooked dinner, and now that the hangover's actually really kicking in. Been enjoying all the celebration videos and making some myself. But not talked about enough yet. Gabriel Jesus. What a man. People talking about all these January options. You don't replace Gabi Jesus. You can't replace... No, there isn't a striker in the world who could have done what he did. Luton came and went to war. They nailed... First 15, 20 minutes, they'd already gone straight through Saka, straight through Martinelli before that, and afterwards went through Gabriel Magalhaes twice. Kai Havertz had been kicked in the nuts as well. And their relentless, all over the park pressing was perfectly matched by Jesus, who chases Kaminsky down, forces him to kick it out for a throw-in after having pressurised the defender into a bad back pass, and then reads that little drop and shimmy by Saka, sends the defender, gets himself in. But then he scores the second goal himself. I mean, that's all about Saka and White. The symbiosis of those two players. We all love Tommy, but that link up by White and Saka is beautiful. But yeah, perfect pass by Saka, perfect dinked sand wedge by Benny Blanco for Jesus' goal. But then the third goal, which is probably the most important goal, the instant response. Ross Barkley was probably the only player nearly at the level of Jesus. I made Jesus my man of the match, but Ross Barkley was not far behind. He was brilliant. The response to that goal. Centre-back is all over. I mean, Adebayo does brilliantly for that headed goal where he throws Declan Rice out the way and jumps over Raya. But the war that's going on underneath the ball. Gabi Jesus fights and fights and fights and fights and half rotates, kills the ball, pings it into Havertz for the goal. Brilliant support by Havertz. He was brilliant all night. Managed to play in centre midfield and give all the options of a striker. Runs that set up goals, flick-ons. He did the job of an old school 9 from an 8 position. Brilliant by Kai. But man of the match, Gabi Jesus. Our first 3 goals are all about him. He was an absolute hero. I love Eddie and I want to keep Eddie and keep him in the squad, but the position in the squad that can be taken is a fast 9, which would probably push Eddie's position 1 place down. There's no point in talking about replacing Gabi Jesus because you can't. There isn't anyone. There isn't anyone at that level. He's a fucking superstar. Just to add to that previous video, obviously I've talked about them smashing through lots of our players in the first 20 minutes. How is that not a penalty on Gabriel Magalhaes? He's going to head the ball. You can see he's going to head the ball. He's grabbed. He's pulled away from the ball. It's madness. Some of the bullshit penalties I've seen given. I mean, like that Højlund Rodri penalty. Rodri had no chance of getting the ball. None. Nowhere near it. And City got a penalty for that. How do we not get a penalty? Also, is Arteta seriously going to miss the Villa game for celebrating a goal? We've seen Pochettino virtually hold back, storming the pitch to scream at the referee at the end of a game. But when we score a winning goal with the last second kick celebrating, it gets you more of a punishment than trying to confront the referee. Piss off, PGMOL. We fucking don't care.